We will be discussing today the need to conserve the natural resources from your chapter number 8, Rocks and Minerals. This is the final discussion of this chapter. This is model 5 and the page number is 83. The learning outcome of today's discussion is to know why need to conserve or preserve the natural resources. And question may come on this topic by framing the question such as why do we need to preserve or conserve the natural resources? The answer is the natural resources are very much limited in amount. I repeat, the natural resources such as coal, natural gas, different oils such as petroleum, diesel, kerosene, etc. These are the natural resources. They are very much limited in amount and they are mainly non-renewable energy resources. As they are very much limited, that's why we need to conserve or preserve the natural resources. Although we know that the coal and petroleum are the gifts of nature to us and they are valuable underground natural resources as well as non-renewable energy resources. But always keep in mind that these natural resources such as coal, petroleum, different gases are very much limited in amount. That's why we need to preserve the natural resources in our near future. And if we not preserve or conserve such natural resources, then in near future we will be no longer able to use such kind of natural resources. And one thing we should avoid that if we keep using them as fast as we are doing today, their preservation will not last for a long time. I repeat, if we keep using these natural resources as fast as we are doing today, they will not last for very long time. It is estimated that the petroleum deposits will last for about 100 years. Mind it has been estimated by the geologist that the petroleum deposit will last only for about 100 years, whereas the coal for about 250 years only. And we can easily imagine what will be happen then. Therefore, it is advisable for us to the mankind that we should make the judicious effort to use coal and petroleum in less amount to promote the future use of these natural resources by the next generation, by the next upcoming generation. The summary of this topic is we need to promote the preservation of natural resources and we should use less amount of natural resources. Then we can enhance the period of using such natural resources in our near future for the upcoming next generation. This is the only way to preserve or conserve the natural resources. We need to use less amount of natural resources. As we know, they are limited in terms of their amount and the reservation. There are different, now the question is, what are the different ways that we can adopt for preserving or conserving such kind of natural resources. We can preserve such kind of natural resources by opting the use of renewable energy resources. I repeat, by opting the renewable energy resources, RES. Only this strategy can help us in this regard. Number one, by adopting the energy of sun or solar energy. Number two, wind energy. And number three is the energy of flowing water. By adopting the use of these three, and there are more also, renewable energy resources such as solar energy, use of solar energy, use of wind energy, and use of the energy of flowing water, we can easily preserve the natural resources, mainly the coal and the petroleum and the different gases also. The important way in which we can preserve or conserve the coal petroleum is to use the different forms of other energy. Mind it, use the different forms of other energy. And mind it that these renewable energy resources are non-polluting and they are freely available on the earth. And we can provide the name of at least three different renewable energy resources, such as number one, solar energy, number two, wind energy, and number three is the energy of flowing water. These are the different examples of renewable energy resources. Now, if we promote the use of this kind of renewable energy resources, what are the different benefits for using these energy resources? Number one, they are pollution free. To say specifically, they are non-polluting. That means they will not cause air pollution or any kind of pollution. And they promote the preservation of the natural resources such as coal and gas and different oils. Now, if we adopt the use of solar energy, not only it enhance the quality of our life, but also it will play important role in order to generate less amount of pollution on the earth. And we can use the solar energy in different forms, such as solar cooker for cooking food in our home. This is the solar energy panel from which we can get the solar energy, and this can be used in our house. And this is the another example of using of solar energy. This is the street light and run by the solar cells. So these are the different examples of using the solar energy. And in the solar panels and in the solar cells, there are different special type of cells which are called the solar cells, and these cells convert easily the sun's energy directly into the electricity. And these sources of energy, of solar energy, don't cause the pollution at all. The another form of renewable energy resources is the use of wind energy and the use of the energy of flowing water. We should depend more and more on using these renewable resources of energy in our near future to preserve the natural resources, and this is the need for the preservation of the natural resources. There are different ill consequences of using the natural resources in form of coal and petroleum. As we know that burning so much of fuel definitely causes the harmful substances, the generation of harmful substances such as smoke and the poisonous gases to the environment that mainly responsible for causing the pollution. And as a result, they can lead the generation of the dangerous disease for the human health. And the pollution is the another reason that we should not use in larger amount the coal and the petroleum. I hope the discussion of today's topic is clear to you. The question is, why do we need to reserve or preserve or conserve the natural resources? The main 2 points you should mention is the limitation of the natural resources, and number 2, the second point is they are responsible for causing the pollution and the different health related diseases. And in order to preserve or conserve the natural resources, we can adopt different strategies. Number 1, by adopting the different renewable energy resources in form of like number 1, solar energy, wind energy, and the energy of flowing water. I hope the discussion is very much clear to all of you. In our next upcoming video, we will discuss another new chapter of your second term syllabus. Thanks for watching.